Welcome back to a ride in the country. I'm Cliff Fawcett, your host. I'm here at Pike State Forest APV area, and just got here. Can't get my GoPro to work, my other one. So I'm just like, I gotta get cool off a little bit. So this was one of my goals, to get back down here this year, and I'm fulfilling it. So I feel pretty darn excited about that. It's a beautiful day. It's October 2nd. It's about 70 degrees and just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. So here I am at Pike State Forest, fulfilling one of my 2022 goals. The bike carrier works great on the back of the Pilot. I'm so glad I got it. It makes such a difference. It rides better than a bicycle, I swear, just because of the weight of the bike, you know. And yeah, so here we are. I got the second GoPro working. But the mount was missing a piece, and it just kept laying down. You'll see it slowly going down, down, down. And next thing you know, we have a nice view of the trees. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it at the time. I just kept tightening it, and it was like tight, but it just would lay it down. Turns out I was missing the washer. So eventually here, I give up and I turn it off and I put it in my pocket.
The best laid plans. That's how YouTube videoing works. The GoPros stuff just sometimes doesn't work. You just have to roll with it.
So I'm going back out the backbone here, and I'm going to go to an area where there's like a motocross type track. It's flat. Here's where I decided to stop and reset. Okay, time to reset a little.
You got to be flexible and you got to adjust. So I only have one camera. I can live with that. There's a 6-year-old playing on the motocross course. That's okay. I can just leave, or I can just do what I want to do, and he'll have to accommodate. So we'll just see how it goes. Might be his dad with him.
So when I get to an area like this, you can see it's kind of muddy. You can't quite see the angles and the steepness, but I was just trying not to fall in the mud puddle. So I just kind of go slow and careful, and yeah.
learning some new skills there and just trying to, you know, be careful. Feels good after you do it and don't fall. So I'm going to give a try on the whoop-de-doos here, and I think the big mistake I made here is I just wasn't keeping my RPMs up, my revs. I should have had it in first gear, should have had it revved up about 4,000 to 5,000 RPMs, and used the clutch to modulate my speed. This hill is way steeper than it looks, and there's loose rocks on top, and I was just trying not to fall again. You know, the big mistake I'm making here is that I have my feet off the pedals, or the, you know, the whatever those things are called, and I can't apply the brake, the rear brake, because my foot's on the ground. So I'm trying to use the front brake, but, you know, it dives every time I push the front brake. So, you know, you learn. As I look at this, I think to myself, why couldn't I just roll right out of that? And I probably could have, but at the time, it just felt too risky to try it. You'll notice as I finally let go of the brake and put my feet up on the pegs that I almost dump it right here by hitting the front brake. Whoop! But yeah, I was able to save it. And big sigh of relief. So now I'm riding back to the car, get a bottle of water, and then I'll head to another trail. So now I head across Route 124. I'd been riding north of it there, and I'm going to head to that area to the south of 124. It's a newer area. He did wave at me, by the way. You can't really see it in the fast motion video, but I slowed it down. I wanted to make sure I did get the biker wave. So I'm giving a whirl up this trail here, and I look in the distance there, it looks like it's going uphill, steep, and I decide to turn around. Yeah, it, you know, it's sounds easier than it actually is, at least for me. You see my front wheel was skidding there. You get off. And here's where I make a mistake. I don't even realize I'm making the mistake right now, but I'm on the uphill side of the bike. And so if it goes off center at all, it's going to fall downhill, and I'm not going to be able to stop it. And you guessed it, that's exactly what happens right here. There she goes. So I know I should have lifted it with my butt towards the seat, but I was trying to get it up quick, and I thought I could do it, and I did. But not the best way to do it. I get her back up, make sure nothing's broken. My mirror's twisted there, but it just needs to be twisted back on. It's all part of the learning process. I guess this is the point I want to say. Having proper gear is good. You know, wearing those riding boots, gloves, pants that are protective, jacket that's protective, helmet. You know, that stuff's really important because it prevents injuries. So I get it going and head back down. Try another trail here. doing okay here, but then as I round this corner, it just looks like it keeps going up, 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 and I'm not sure I have the skills to do it. So I decided to turn around again. This time it goes a little smoother. This is like the third time I've had to turn around, so I'm getting better at it. Didn't stall it this time, didn't drop it, so, making progress. So at this point I head down to another trail, and I keep riding that same trail over and over. I think I rode it like 4 or 5 times, and as you keep riding it, you know what to expect. As you gain confidence, you can ride it faster and more efficiently.
Well, if you ever want to go for a ride in the country and it's too hot, too cold, too wet, too dark, you can always join me here on YouTube, where it's always nice for a ride in the country.